Okay, hello everybody. In this video I wanted to share, in my case, a profitable trading strategy from which you can benefit. And I will talk about a little bit this in this video, so stay tuned. So let's get started. Not long ago I was like the type of thinking, if the price starts to rise, that's the time when I should buy in. And I've been changing that point of view to completely opposite. When price starts to fall down, that is the moment when I should start buying. So let's go through. This is a really great tool I found online, and I really suggest everybody to use it, although I'm not very good at it yet. But my overall portfolio is 20 successful trades, 3 negative trades, and total profit of 3%, and that's like for the last 3 days, 2 to 3 days. And what you can see here, I have a couple of trades yet opened, and a couple of them I have placed to buy when it's lower. And I'll show you what I mean by this in a moment right now. What I like about this tool is that it gives a quick market information. I'll show you right here on the screen bottom. You can see we have opened the Bitcoin chart, USD. And what you can see here, we have RSI 15 minutes, 1 hour, and 1 day, and market volatility, market volume, and bid-vol gap. Bid-vol gap is basically they call it the spread. And what I like to do many times is create a diagonal trend line, which will point out how the market is moving, creating a support line. And you can see right here the top lines go eventually like the same. So basically Bitcoin right now is entering a buy state. Bitcoin has fallen down, it has supported itself, and it's entering a buy state. Now the overall volatility is only 1.3%, so basically it's a really short, it's a really narrow price movement. So basically I will enter the trade right here, but I will enter with a really narrow price movement. So basically what I like about this tool, it has already everything automated. I don't need to figure out. I just put a stop loss, and stop loss would be below here. It's like just 1%. If something goes really bad, the trading tool will jump out of the market, and I will buy instantly with a trailing stop loss of 0.8%. So it's a tight stop loss. It's a tight trailing stop loss in this case. So, and what I like about this tool, that the trade which I have posted is already bought right now at this moment. And what I want to talk about more is that I want to buy also when it's lower. You know, the price is now 5265, but I want to buy when it's 5256. By lower 5, I will just click 5256. Okay, so it's not much lower, but still I will keep a narrow stop loss, and that's it. So as you can see, while we were talking, the Bitcoin price moved a couple notches up. So hopefully we will see. Hopefully we will see. Yeah, we see a profit, already a profit. So in this case, and one is set to buy lower. One is set to buy lower. So what it means, it will wait for the price to eventually turn to the point where we have decided to buy. So let's see how our other trades are doing. And here what you can see, that this trade went to 0.75%. So if I were to be here at that time, because I have created a trailing stop loss at 0.8%, so if it would reach 0.8%, it will be sold already with I would have taken like a 0.4% profit already. But there should be okay, we have something was sold a couple of moments ago, 5 seconds ago, with the minimum profit, but still it's a profit, so I'm still testing. So right now I have 21 and 3 negative trades and 3 open trades, and Bitcoin is somewhere at that area. But in this video I want to show you another thing what you can do is with this tool you can lift the stop loss right now. So basically when you're thinking about sorry, I didn't click. It was reloading. So when you're thinking about, okay, the price is risky and you have something in the pluses, you can lift stop loss. Let's say I will not lift stop loss. I'm a little bit patient, but I want to see this trade. How is it doing? I will lift it when it will be a little bit higher, because several times I have lift my stop loss, and then I'm saying to myself, why did I did this? Because after a couple of moments the price is much higher. So what I like to trade on is 1 hour charts, and this is the position of XMR, which I got into, and it doesn't seem to be doing that good. I was looking at it was going in a trend line, and it was supporting itself here, and I decided, okay, let's do a couple of buys lower, and it did the buy here, but it went up like 0.7%, so the stop loss would help here. But anyway, that's about trading. You never could actually predict where exactly the price move. That's why you do the risk management. So anyway, right now when there were a couple of small dipping, I will show you how I enter a trade and the trading strategies right now. Which I really like about this, it has market analyze tool, and you can see right here that EOTX coin, which I have no clue what it is having a high volatility of 15%. RSI is quite low, but stochastics is really low. Volume is also nice, $4 million. Let's just see what's inside this market, because a high volatility can give you high benefits if you find the exact moment. What I see here is that it has a relatively high bid-vol gap, 0.8. As you can see, the stochastics is really low, because what stochastics represents on a 1 hour chart is where the price is relatively against the previous support line. So stochastics indicator is nice to have, but in my case, doing these back tests, I have found out that RSI is a little bit more trusted. Okay, so this is a nice crash pattern it is having, but it is supporting itself. It has a double bottom and it has a support line. So what I think here, I would enter this trade, but I will put buy lower statements. I will put enter this trade. Let's say I will enter this trade instantly, and I will put 2 buy lower statements, because to me it seems like the market can bounce up a little bit, but because it has a high volatility, 15%, nearly 16%, I could take some benefits. Here's like 2%, here's like already 3%. So if it a little bounces back off, I could take the benefits. So let's do 1 buy instant with you definitely need a larger stop loss right here. I always do simultaneous simulation because I want to learn a little bit with this software. Okay, good job. And what I want to do is buy lower, and I want to buy lower. I will set steps by % lower, and in this trade I will do lower. I will do lower stop losses because the market is volatile. but I believe it will bounce back, but I'm not sure whether it will bounce back from here, from here, from here, or from here. So it's no idea. And this is an EOTX. This is in a BTC market, so it's a little bit complicated because eventually you need to have a stable Bitcoin, but the volume is quite high for $4 million. It's not like a complete shitcoin. Okay, 2% lower. Simulation, 3% stop loss. What I like about this tool, you don't need to. I have maximum deals reached. Okay. That's my subscription plan. I will get back to this kind. Let's leave it as it is. So eventually what you see, I have placed 2 buy lowers on the one I bought instantly and one I have set to buy lower. And the one we bought instantly is already minus 38% because the bid walls gap was shown there was 0.38%. And let's see what it's doing here. Okay, so I need to cancel some deals because I want to buy some new ones. I have already forgotten what was the strategy for these babies, so I will just delete those videos and get back to you. Delete those deals and get back to you. Alright, so I deleted a couple of deals and I'm back. As you can see, the strategy of buying lower actually pays off because this was also bought lower, so it pays off. It's already in pluses, and this one is also already in pluses. But let's get back to the strategy. So let's get back to the market analyze tool. And this is really powerful because you don't need to spend hours on charts, and we will look at USDT markets because to many people would only recommend trading in USDT markets. So let's have a look what we have. We have with the highest volatility is TET, with the lowest volatility is ZERX, but the highest volatility is on BAT, and it's already up. There is moving up, and there's a quite nice volume here also, and Ethereum is also good, but the BAT seems to me a nice opportunity because of the high volatility. So I believe it's every coin there is downtrending. So okay, so we're looking at the BAT USDT, and here it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's predictive. It's beautiful. It's easy to understand. But here we are going already on a downtrend, and there's a really high chance that we will have a rebound on this supporting line where it's supported before, but it's never that sure because you see it had the same pattern: drop, and then hold this support, which was here, and drop down to the next support, which was the bottom right here. So basically, what can happen? The price can fall down to this support as well. So basically, what can we do? We need to see what Bitcoin is doing. So let's just see. And the thing is, what I like that I like to do live trades because doing like you watch the 2014 year and see the price movements, etc., and everybody can do and see the history, but talking about what is the Bitcoin actually doing, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit difficult, and it's a different approach because so many people talk about strategies, but really less people do actual tradings. So I think the scenarios here would be actually the same. We have a beautiful uptrend, a little bit down. So we had a little bit down. Bitcoin could move like to 5, 2, 6, 7, and then do some kind of upwards move. So basically, when in terms thinking about this coin, I would eventually wanted to buy it, but in terms risk and management, you could go into the trade on the support level, you could go into the trade here and you could go onto the trade here, but then you would have to hold where the price gets to this point. It's like 5%, 8%. So a strategy like this could play out nicely if we set a fixed target of 3% to each buy lower statement that we have. So what I would want to do right now is I will show you a little bit of how you can trade, how you can make a trailing stop loss. And this trailing stop loss I will call 5% volatility markets, and I will show you how you can make a trailing stop loss. So 5% volatility markets, that's a trailing stop loss mechanism. And basically when you enter like in a market which is like volatility of 5%, you need to predict like that you can have you need to buy their stop loss just in case, a lower stop loss like 3%, 4%. But you need as well a higher target. And in scenario where I have 23 positive trades and 3 negative trades, 21 and 3, it's like a ratio of 7 to 1. So I could lower stop loss to like 3% or 5%, but I need to have the target at least 1%. So it will be a ratio of 1 to 5. So then I will turn out in a profitable existence. 2 to 5, if I have a target like 2% and stop loss 5% in my trading ratio, then I will have a nice profit. So basically what I want, I will put 1.5 target and place a stop loss on 1.2% stop loss, like a take profit when. So what it means is when price goes up by 1.5%, it will be an automatic stop loss on 1.2%. Then I'll do the same at 2%, and then I put a stop loss on 1.5. So this will be my target for 5% volatility markets. And then if the price goes up by 2 to 5%, keep a stop loss at 2%. Okay, and then if it goes to 3, then I'll keep wider gaps right now because it's just allowing the market to move on. And if it goes to 4%, then I place a 3%. Okay, and if it goes higher, then I don't care, I will just hold it, the coin, because eventually there will be some kind of larger movements in the market. So let's get back to the market analysis. How is Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin is, let's see, 30-minute chart. You can see it supported a little on the trend line, but it doesn't seem safe. But anyway, it's pushing back, it's not going even further down, so it's a high risk trade. But just for the purpose of this video, I would like to show you how it's done. So we were looking at, I already forgot on which market we were looking at. We were looking at BAT, I think. Yeah, I think it was BAT. So let us see how the BAT is doing, how the BATs are flying. So the Bitcoin is in a risky state. It's not uptrending. It's, let's say, a little bit bounced up from the support, but not doing good. Bitcoin also has a really high resistance area, and this market also bounced up a little bit, but let's skip this market. So let's get back to this USDT. OMG, 2.6%, really low volume. low volatility ONT. Let's have a look. ONT looks nearly the same as a Bitcoin crash pattern. So when it gets to the point of ONT right now, it definitely, the ONT will have a bounce back from this point. So it's only 2% lower than the now price. So eventually, I'm guessing that the price could go down to, it's such a small percent, could go down here, and up here it's like 4%. So basically, what I'm figuring, I could place one buy here, one buy a little bit higher somewhere here. So basically, at this point, because of the resistance area and support areas, we could place trades right here, but this coin has a really high potential of going even up to this area. And keep in mind, this is ONT USDT, and ONT USDT is basically, if the Bitcoin will become stable, then all those USDT markets will just rise up. So basically, let's put 3 trades. Let's buy one a little bit lower, let's buy one to the support area, and let's buy one here. So let's do 3 trades. So one instantly with let's have a 1.5% stop loss. Let's make 2% stop loss right in this scenario. And I was thinking to show the 5% volatility, but I will keep it the previous trading strategy we have, because this market is only 3% volatile, volatility 5%. Okay, so I'll show you. So let's take a buy right here, 1.19. Buy lower. How much is it? 1.19. So it's 1.5%. Okay, but let's use, because it will have a high bounce there, let's use a little bit higher, and the stop loss also, let's keep it a close stop loss, 1.17, 2%. Okay, so here would be a stop loss. If something happens, it will fall down even lower. Okay, so let's place a trade like this. Buy lower of 1%, 1.5 stop loss, and we are done. Okay, so this is how I place my trades, testing out this great tool, and I'm hoping to have really nice profits after a month, when I had studied this. And you can see right here that I bought EOTX. It wasn't bought just a couple of moments now, but it bounced up to plus 2.31%. So what I will show you right now, oh my god, it's already sold. I wanted to show you how you can lift a stop loss with this great tool, but it's already sold automatically. Yes, it's already sold at 1.92% profit, and this trade lasted 15 minutes, and it was automatically sold 44 seconds ago. And just a comparison, let's look at the chart where we bought this coin, and then let's wait for it load up. So I was setting up the ITX against Bitcoin where at this support levels, but I set buy lower and buy lower statements. I've set up buy lower statements, and it filled up, and then it moved and bounced up really nicely. So in my conclusion is this, that there are, especially with this software, it's that you can take those small profits, but eventually will turn out into something big. So small bits, small parts, because eventually the opposite side from such a trading when you buy and hold, maybe the market moves up by 10% in a month, but with those small trades you can increase your profit with, let's say, 10%, maybe 8%, maybe 9%, maybe 20% in those movements. But the difference is that you have never risked anything, because there are tight losses and tight stop losses. Because if you buy and hold, the market drops by 30%, you lose it all. You lose those 30%, which you have, or 20%. But with those small stepping trades, you can find a position, enter the position, and get out of the position really quickly. So basically, you are always having like a safe, like a safety. So this is what I like about this tool, is that you can plan your savings. And also what I talked about in the beginning of the video, that I only look now at the dip buys. So I really recommend to try out this tool, because here you can see we already have volatility, dip, basically a 20 zone is fine, but the 30 zone here is, so you can basically just have a by automatic, and volatility is also nice, 4%. You can have like an automatical reading and look to it, and downtrends are positive trends. So it's like whenever something is trending down, that's a point where you need to watch out for good buy opportunities, especially in a day candle. Okay, so this market right here is also in a really good position, because it bounced off from support. It could go up here, and it's like 1%. So let's just bounce into it with a 1% stop loss, just in case, and use this gap right here. So just a quick buy. I found this spot. It's really good. Allow the market to jump a little bit, not big, but a little bit, and it's done. We have taken the system will automatically take your profits. So, and the thing is, which I wanted to show you right guys now, is that the lift stop loss option, which I didn't show you in a couple of moments ago, is, for example, let's have a look at this chart. Before I lift stop losses, I recommend looking at the charts, because maybe the market for this Link USDT is going upwards, and therefore it's really a nice position for it to hold a little bit longer. So this is the Link chart, and it did a really strong movement down. As you can see, something similar here. Did a strong movement down. I'm not wrecking it to have a larger movement because of the strong support area here, and no support until this area here. So basically, let's just sell it with it was Link USDT. Let's just put a really close stop loss. Let's say like a 0.2% from the now price. Let's put down a stop loss. So eventually what will happen is that if the price goes down by 0.3%, the system will automatically sell it. And right here we did a one trade 8 minutes ago. It's in pluses. We bought Bitcoin 27 minutes ago in the beginning of the video. It's in pluses. Link USDT I bought a couple of moments before this video. It's also in the pluses, and we have lifted the stop loss. So basically what we are doing, we're having already positive trades. Some still hold on to something, but eventually, now in this video which I showed you, the buy zones for the coins were not good buy zones. They were just I will just show you how I do it and how I work with it. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll put more videos I'll put more day trading videos. So subscribe, stay tuned for this channel, and see you guys soon. And now I can just easily shut down this software, and it will do trades for me even when I'm out of this, you know, not paying attention to what's going on actually. So a link USDT. Let's cancel one deal. Some more. Let's just cancel this one. Alright, so I'll put the address of this project in the video description, so stay tuned and see you guys.